Ever feel like no matter how smart you are, no matter how hard you work, your money never seems to grow? You save, you budget, you avoid mistakes, but somehow, the same problems keep repeating. The bills pile up, opportunities pass by, and frustration quietly builds. Here's the truth. It's not your salary, it's not your effort, and it's definitely not your intelligence. The real reason you stay stuck is hidden in how you think about money, your money mindset. Once you understand this, you'll see why all the rules you've been following might actually be holding you back. And that understanding is where everything starts to change. Most advice tells you to save more, spend less, maybe invest a little. But what if those steps alone aren't enough? What if the real problem is invisible, quietly shaping every decision you make about money? The beliefs you hold about wealth, the rules you follow without even realizing it, and the mental habits you repeat daily are silently limiting your progress. It's not laziness, it's not luck, and it's not a lack of skill. It's a mindset that keeps you safe, cautious, and stuck. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on that mindset, uncover the hidden patterns, and show why changing how you think about money is far more powerful than just saving more or working harder. Imagine someone who does everything right. They save every dollar, follow a strict budget, read every book about money, and avoid big risks. On paper, it all looks perfect. Yet years go by, and their bank account barely grows. Why? Because their mindset about money stays limited. They see money as something to hold on to, not something to make work for them. They focus on safety instead of opportunity, fear mistakes instead of embracing small risks that could bring big rewards. This routine, repeated day after day, keeps them stuck in the same place. Even though they appear disciplined, intelligent, and responsible, they remain trapped in an invisible cycle of financial stagnation. Here's the truth most people never realize. Saving alone won't make you rich. The real breakthrough comes when you shift from a saver's mindset to a wealth-building mindset. That means seeing money as a tool, not just a safety net. It's about letting your money work for you instead of letting it sit passively in a bank account. It's about taking calculated risks, learning how compounding works, and putting your resources into opportunities that multiply over time. Small, consistent actions, investing early, thinking strategically, using your income to create more income, are what truly change your financial path. Once you start thinking this way, you stop being trapped by fear or overcaution, and you begin moving steadily toward real wealth. What separates those who break free from the cycle of being broke from those who stay stuck isn't intelligence, luck, or even income. It's their relationship with action. They stop waiting to feel ready. They accept that mistakes are part of learning and that clarity comes after taking steps, not before. They focus on movement over perfection. Every small choice, whether it's investing a little each month, learning how to make their money grow, or saying yes to calculated opportunities, compounds over time. This isn't flashy or magical. It's quiet, consistent, and extremely effective. Over months and years, these tiny shifts add up, turning a cautious saver into someone who finally takes control of their financial future. Another thing to understand is how easy it is to confuse effort with progress. Most smart people work hard. They track expenses, follow budgets, and educate themselves endlessly. It feels productive, even responsible. But without applying that knowledge and letting their money work for them, progress stalls. Discipline alone won't create wealth. True financial growth comes when you combine knowledge with strategic action, when you stop just saving and start leveraging what you already have. Awareness is powerful, But without execution, it's just information. The sooner you internalize this, the sooner you begin reshaping your financial reality. There's another reason this mindset is so hard to break. Staying broke can feel strangely comfortable, not emotionally, but mentally. When you stay cautious, avoid risk, and stick to what you know, you protect your identity as a smart and responsible person. Trying something new with money means accepting uncertainty, and uncertainty feels dangerous to intelligent minds. So instead of asking, "How can this grow?" many people ask, "What's the safest option?" Over time, safety replaces growth as the main goal. And without realizing it, people optimize their lives for stability, not freedom. That's not a failure. It's a habit. But it's a habit that quietly caps your financial future. Changing your money mindset doesn't start with motivation or big decisions. It starts with awareness. The first step is noticing how you make money decisions when no one is watching. Do you default to safety every time? Do you delay action until you feel completely certain? Do you treat money only as something to protect, never as something to grow? These patterns feel responsible, but once you see them clearly, you realize they are habits, not rules, and habits can be changed. The second step is learning to separate risk from recklessness. Many people avoid action because they think any risk means being careless or irresponsible. A wealth-oriented mindset doesn't mean gambling or rushing into things blindly. It means taking small, controlled actions early, when mistakes are cheap and lessons are valuable. Instead of asking, "What's the safest move?" you start asking, "What's the smallest action that moves me forward?" That shift alone changes how money flows into your life. The third step is redefining progress. Progress isn't feeling informed. It isn't finishing another book or watching another video. Progress is when money starts doing something differently because of a decision you made. It could be investing a small amount consistently, building a new income stream slowly, or reallocating money instead of letting it sit unused. When action becomes your measure of progress, your mindset naturally adjusts to support growth instead of comfort. Finally, understand that mindset doesn't change overnight. It changes through repetition. Every time you act despite uncertainty, every time you prioritize movement over perfection, you reinforce a new financial identity. Over time, this becomes your default way of thinking. And once that happens, money stops feeling like a constant struggle and starts behaving like a system you can actually control. When you look closely, staying broke is rarely about not earning enough or not knowing enough. It's about repeating the same thinking patterns without questioning them. A mindset built on fear, safety, and waiting leads to stagnation. But when you choose progress over comfort, movement over perfection, and action over endless preparation, things begin to change. Slowly, then consistently. Money stops feeling overwhelming and starts becoming something you can actually grow. You don't need extreme strategies or shortcuts. You need a mindset that lets money move and compound alongside your effort. And that shift begins with small decisions, repeated over time. If this video helped you see money differently, hit like so more people can discover it. Subscribe if you want more clear, practical insights about money and mindset. And leave a comment with the belief about money you're ready to challenge. Your perspective helps the channel grow, and it might help someone else break out of the same cycle. See you in the next video.